Hello and welcome once again to IO Code. So in this particular video, we'll be looking at a couple of changes that we have to make to our complete Spring Boot security course, where we've integrated JWT. Now the reason for this follow-up video is due to the fact that someone by the name Sleepov made a particular comment that says cannot resolve method Phaser builder in JWTs, and I believe a couple of you must have also been coming across this particular issue. Now I went on further to also reply and state that the version of the JWT dependency is making use of is the 0.12.5, and the version I pretty much used was 0.11.4, which is kind of outdated to some extent, because most of the classes in this particular um, version of the JSON Web Token JJWT artifact library has been deprecated, particularly some of the functions, and in our case the Phaser builder function has been deprecated. So what we have to do now is update this version for the dependency, and then we can make changes to our JWT service class and run our application. Now for starters, I want you to know that this is the start branch of this particular project. I've already done all of those inside of the main branch of this project, so you see how I'm going to be doing it, and then I'll just move back to my main branch, and then I'll just show you a couple of things I also configured. So because my JWT service inside of my start branch is not exactly similar to what we have inside of the main branch, that is the reason why I'll be doing that as well. So back to the comment he made, I'm going to just copy the whole of this and update my pom.xml file. So right here, inside of pom.xml file, I'll highlight all of this version, J, and then I'll paste the new version, and I'll have to reload the Maven project. Okay, now that we've reloaded our Maven project, the class we want to take a look at is JWT service class, and we can see that we have an error indicating that the Phaser builder function or method is not found inside of the JWTs. So I think with the latest release, they pretty much deleted this particular function or the method from this class, and what we want to make use of in our case is the Phaser function, because I already also made him know in the comment section that when making use of this version you have to make use of the Phaser, and I also went ahead to say that, but you have to note that some of the functions have been deprecated for this particular dependency version. So back to IntelliJ, we want to make the correction to ensure that you are following the best practice as of 2024. Okay, so right here, instead of set signing key, as we already have a warning that is telling us it has been deprecated, has been marked for deprecation, we are going to make use of the new function, which is the verify with. And one more thing we have to notice that the verify with takes in an instance, or perhaps a key, an instance of a key of type secret key. But in our case, the key we are generating is from java.security, but this time around the types it takes in is a javax.crypto.secret key. So what we have to do is move to the top, and instead of our generate signing key to return just a single key from javax.security, we want to ensure it returns it from javax.crypto.security. So we are going to say secret key, and I'll have to import, and that is basically it. And I think I'll just delete this part. I think we are good to go. So that's an unneeded import statement. So I'll verify with the error that was here is gone, and I want to paste sign JWS. Okay, so I'll just highlight the whole of this, and that should be paste sign claims. Okay, instead of paste what we have previously, paste claim paste claims JWS, we are going to change to paste sign claims. And finally, instead of getting the body, we are going to be getting the payload. So recall that JWT is practically divided into three parts: the header, the payload, and the signature. So the get body has been deprecated, has been marked for deprecation, so we are going to make use of the get payload, and that is just it for our extract all claims function. We will still be good to go. Now we'll take a look at the function that generates JWT. We see we have a builder kind of pattern. Well, in rebuilder pattern, we don't need to set the subject. We just have to say dot subject, and that is what we'll be doing. So I think we are good to go dot subject, and right here, instead of set issue that, we are going to just say issue that. We set the issue date, and same thing with the expiration. So that is it. And finally, instead of signing with both the generate signing key and also specifying our signature algorithm, in the case of the updated version, what we'll have to do is just generate the signing key and take this whole part from the function call. So that is basically it. I think with this we are good to go. So this is just the major changes that you have to make inside of the JwtService class. Everything else works perfectly fine as it's supposed to be. Now if there is any issue you also come across after this update, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll be very happy to give you feedback and see how we can work together in order for us to resolve that particular issue. So what I'll have to do now is just commit this code, and then I'll move over to my main branch, and then because I taught with the main branch, you just have to go through it so you get a proper understanding and clear view of it. So at first I just do git add, commit, update here, pom. Okay, and okay, I'm back to my main class. Okay, and as you know, set the issue that, I also set the expiration date, and I'm passing them right here, and I'm also signing in. But then take a look at the changes I also made. I'm setting the header of my JWT token that will be generated, and I'm specifying the type and passing in the string of JWT, so that when we decode the newly generated JWT, it specifies the type as well as the algorithm in the header part. Okay, so that is basically the only change I made inside of the main branch, as well as instead of just passing all of this right here, I'm separating them and storing them inside of a new variable called issue that and expiration date respectively. So that brings us to the end of this follow-up video. Now if there's any other question you'd love to ask, please do let me know in the comment section, and I'll be very swift to give you a perfect response to the question. Okay, and then we'll look at the solutions together. Thanks and peace out. Till the next one, keep being your best self.